An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Stadium, Baton Rouge. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number one versus number two, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. On the run, it's Berry. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Always a rare treat to get number one versus number two, particularly this early in the season, guys.
Yeah, just an early test, right? Understand exactly where you are, obviously with big ramifications down the road. But, Jesse, how about knowing where you are to start the season?
You're absolutely right. This is a game that's going to set the tone for both of these teams and also for the entire college football season.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. They'll try the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
To the air, it's Reed. Under pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Tries to do it himself. Here's a little room there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throwing Reed. Firing to the end zone. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sells the run, wants to pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Got room at the 35. There he goes. The 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dura. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quick give. It's Edwards. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Texas A&M going quickly. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Left side, it's Johnson. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a fourth down.
Fourth down, Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sells the run, looking to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to get the corner. Pulls it, looking for a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's Reed to throw. Look out! Going right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Reed. The screen, and watch out. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Long way to go on second down. Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Reed to the air again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sells to fake. Throws it deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Set of downs going up top. He's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got the back over the middle. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, pressure's coming. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Smashes it with the stiff arm. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Offense working from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Still looking. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Third and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads in the nick of time.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's Edwards. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Texas A&M going up tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throwing Reed. Out wide left, it's Warren. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right side, it's Warren. Turning it on. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Here's Reed to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Again, it's Reed. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Fitted in the window for the score. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Left side, it's Johnson. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State taking on the number 22 team, the UAB Blazers. And it's Jacksonville State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Reed. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Powers inside. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, it's Edwards. He's past the sticks. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
LSU, 28, Texas A&M, 21. Number 37, set to kick off.
On the return, it's Durham. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's changing the play. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Berry. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Selling the fake. Rushes on. Reels it in.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Give to the running back. Showing off the arms. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Reed. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you gotta make on 3rd down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Texas A&M going quickly. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Reed to the air again. Out wide left, it's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Reed. Rush right in his face. Kept it and he's past the marker. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
In the red area, it's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Well, they got the completion, but there is still plenty of work to do here on 4th down.
Yeah, you'd love for this to be a no-brainer and be inside the 1, and it's easy to go for it. This is that little mid-range situation. Listen, offensively, you practice for this. I think you still stay aggressive. 4th down nowadays means go for it.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Reed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Durham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses to 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Throwing Reed. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Running inside, it's Edwards. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Texas A&M going up tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Warren. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Coming out with it, it's Owens. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Reed finds his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Texas A&M going quickly. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Taking a shot. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Trying the run, it's Edwards. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Rams him with the stiff arm. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Might as well give it to him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Making the adjustment. Using his legs. It's Berry. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Reed. Look out. And down he goes. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made it.
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Reed. Right side, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. Bulldozes his way through. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys.